Hey, how's it going, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a little bit since I last uploaded a video. Yeah, it took a Cybertruck delivery event for me to upload a video, you know? Just kidding. I've been really busy. I've been preparing for this really good video that's possibly coming up very soon. I'll tell you guys all about it on my next video. But yes, I still have my F150 Lightning. I haven't sold it yet, but I heard that they had the final version of Cybertruck at the local mall. I have to stop by and at least look at it. And wow, I have some thoughts on this truck coming from F150 Lightning owner's perspective. So I want to tell you guys what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it. So first, let's start with the controversial topic, and that is the look of the truck. And I thought it was a really ridiculously good looking truck. I know. I saw it online first and I thought it was the weirdest thing I've seen. I'm a very traditional truck guy. I mean, I had like, what, 3 different F-150s before this one? But you gotta look at the Cybertruck in person. It's something about it. Yes, my son can draw a triangle, but I don't think he can draw leading lines such as this one. Like, if you just look at it in person, everything just lines up with the light bar. It is a gorgeous truck. There, I said it. So if you think it's an ugly truck, yeah, go look at it in person, see if it's still ugly. You might still say it's ugly. Another thing I noticed in person, this truck looks massive. So it was at this squatted down position, right? So it looks longer than it is, and I thought it was possibly longer than my F-150 Lightning, and I had to look it up. It's actually 9 inches shorter than this truck, so I imagine it's probably much easier to park. I mean, this truck doesn't have a greatest turning radius, and of course I was looking at panel gaps. I know this is a thing with Tesla, but honestly, it's with any vehicle that's brand new. This F-150 Lightning, I got this like pretty much when it came out, and I had this giant panel gap right at this door. It's one of those things I just kind of let it go. The Cybertruck is a showroom truck, so of course it's gonna have the most pristine body panels, but I can see that even with slight panel gaps, because the design of it is so angular, I don't think it's gonna be sticking out that much. All right, I think I said enough controversial things. Let me talk about some practical things. So I do like the bed where it's in an angle, and the tonneau cover is also an angle. So if you have larger items, like I can't do that with my F-150 Lightning, but I can see that if you have tall items, you could just shove it towards the back and still have it covered. And I really love and appreciate the underbody of any Tesla, really, but it's so well covered. Every component is covered. If you look at the underneath of this truck, it just looks like an afterthought, and it was somewhat of an afterthought. It's an F-150 that has a battery, so they just kind of had to like cover everything with panels they just made up. So there's plenty of holes. I mean, if this snows and they salt the entire road here, which they will at the DMV, it's a problem of all the salt just getting into the wire harness thing. So I really like that about Cybertruck. What I didn't like about the truck, and it's, again, this is just the first impression, is that windshield wiper at the front, it is massive. You just have to see it in person. And I know you're gonna say, yes, semi-trucks have the same kind of windshield wiper that's massive, it's gonna work fine, but it might be the DMV blood in me when it snows a lot, and you guys seen this and experienced this. Yeah, snow doesn't really fall easily if your windshield is at this angle. Semi-trucks are, you know, kind of like 90 degrees windshield, right? I don't know, that giant windshield wiper better have some giant motor underneath that thing, which it probably does, but I could see that being a slight problem. And the other thing, maybe this is because I have young kids, but man, this truck has some sharp corners. I would not let my kids run around this truck. Man, that thing is sharp, especially on the tailgate section. If they hit their head on that corner, oh my goodness, can you imagine getting hit by this truck? It's a pretty morbid thought, but I do not want to see a news article about someone get hit by this thing, or moving guillotine. You know those sponge things you buy to cover up all your furniture corners for your kids? Yeah, you're gonna need that for this truck. Now, the biggest thing for me is the front size. I know I didn't get to see the front because even the employee there, they couldn't open the doors, but I did see in a couple of YouTube videos, the front on this thing compared to F-150 Lightning, it is tiny. Because I would have to say the coolest thing about having a truck EV is that you have a massive front. And I feel like on the Tesla Cybertruck, after you put a couple bags of groceries, you're pretty much done. Whereas in this, I could put luggages after luggages in this thing. And speaking of practical things, one more thing I would note is that front tow hooks, they look kind of shallow. So first of all, I couldn't touch it, so it looked plastic to me. So you can see like there are 2 parts kind of sandwiched together. I don't know if it's 2 metal welded together or 2 plastic printed and like stitched together. I'll have to like actually touch it to see. It just looked really shallow to me. So if you're trying to like hook something that's really large, I could see that being a little problem. But overall, guys, this thing is a majestic beast. I really love it. I wish I put in my reservation early. I actually don't have a reservation, so I might put down my $250 down. I mean, at this point, what EV truck have I not put money down for? But I would really love to hear you guys in the comment section. What do you guys think about this Cybertruck? And as for the next video, it's gonna be a full long-term review of this vehicle. I have taken notes after notes over the years. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, so I'm still working on it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.